Hey guys, it's the Alliance K47 from Server 149, and today's video is going to be about heroes and hero ascension and hero lineups and what hero goes well with another hero for their synergy and how to win with what you have. All right, to start off this video, there are four different fractions. You can have a Minutemen, which are these: Bolton, Benson, Roger, Rebecca, all of these people. You can have the Vindicators. A lot of people from our season made them. You can also have the Wildlings and the Watchers. So when you're starting off, you can't really be picky with who you're going to be maining because at that point you're just going to be happy with what you get. But as you progress into the game, you want to start looking for heroes that work well together. When I'm talking about heroes that work well together, I don't necessarily mean that the heroes have to be in the same alliance fraction to be beneficial. For example, I know the game shows that if they're all in the same fraction on your hero, that you will do 20% more damage, but sometimes that can hinder your lineup and someone with a mixed match lineup can beat you against odds. Another thing you want to look for is this faction counter. This faction counters gives you an additional 20% damage against another faction. For example, if you have a Minutemen line and you go against the Vindicators, you're going to do 20 more percent damage to them than they are to you. If you're Vindicators, they'll do 20% more damage to Wildlings, and Wildlings to Watchers, and Watchers to Minutemen. Sometimes when you are a stronger player with more heroes that are more progressed and you have different options to choose from, this can help you increase your odds of winning as well. So whenever you set up your car or your lineup or your arena lineup, there's going to be 5 different spots. And these spots actually matter. You can't just put your heroes however you want, because wherever you put them, it decides who they're going to attack. So usually the first 2 spots are where people put their two strongest tanks or players that they use. Enrique is my tank, and Baron is not really a tank player, but I use him as my second tank just because these are the heroes I'm working with currently. For spots 1, 3, and 4, these 3 are always going to be focusing their attacks on the first tank. The spots 2 and 5, these 2 are always going to attack the second tank. For example, my number 2 is gonna be attacking the 2, and my number 5 is gonna be attacking the number 2, and it goes the same way for the other player as well. You want to have damage output players on 2 and 5. So you want the ones who can do the most damage to get rid of the second tank as fast as possible. For this example, I'm going to be showing you 2 similar lineups that are used differently. On the left, I have a Roland, Quinn, Kelly, Rebecca, and Laurel. Both teams are majority watchers and 1 Minuteman. And on my right, I have a Roland, Kelly, a new character in season 1, Quinn, and Alyssa. Alright, so even though with similar setups, notice how Quinn on the left is set up on spot 2 and Quinn on the right is set up on spot 5. They're both going to be similar. They're both going to attack the number 2 spot. But this Quinn and this Laurel will work together to get rid of Alyssa. Alyssa is a hero that heals other players and adds more armor. Getting rid of Alyssa is a smarter move than getting rid of Roland, because Alyssa can keep all the other heroes alive with her ultimate ability. This Quinn and Alyssa will work together to attack this Quinn. But Alyssa doesn't really have a strong attacking base, or her ultimate is just adding heals. So having her here is a disadvantage because Quinn and Laurel together will do more damage to Alyssa than she can ever do to Quinn. And this Quinn won't have a good partner to work with to get rid of the second one. Earlier in the video, I stated how spots 1, 3, and 4 are all going to work together to attack spot number 1. However, if you look at Kelly and you know her character and her abilities are going to be focusing on the enemy's team player with the lowest agility, and in this case, it will be Alyssa. If Quinn on this team and Kelly were switched, Quinn, Roland, and Rebecca will still target Roland because Quinn and the new season 1 hero Glande, their abilities are attacking the front row before they can attack the back row. And Laurel, her ability, her base attacks the front row or attacks the number 2 spot, and her ultimate attacks the back row. You want to set up your players to have all your damage, the people who do the most damage in the back row. But keep in mind, your enemy as well will have the same similar lineup. They're gonna have the people who do the most damage on the back. So you want your characters to have the ability to where they can attack the whole back row. Laurel is a perfect example of this because Laurel, her ultimate will shoot only the back row and get all of them to half health. So in a moment, I'm going to be playing out the video for you and you can just watch, and in the end, I will go ahead and explain it. But I want you to watch how each character attacks and where they're attacking. Understanding how they're attacking and where it helps you so much. Start the attack and watch. There, Kelly attacked Rebecca because this Rebecca has the lowest agility on this team. And see how their Laurel just shot the whole back row and Kelly was able to finish them off. And then Rebecca will continue to finish off. This is what I'm talking about. You want to set up your team so you can finish off the back row, which will give you a better chance to win. This player managed to kill all the enemy players without losing a single hero. Quinn will now focus on Roland because the other hero, Alyssa, is gone from the front row lineup, and she's going to keep continuing till Roland is killed. And there, Kelly's going to continue attacking Rebecca because Rebecca has the lowest agility on this player's team. So as you can see, where you set up your heroes and how you set up your heroes play a huge role in this game. You want to make sure you're setting them up properly and understanding how they work, because without understanding, you're going to lose a lot of battles where you could easily win. So I hope this video helps you with how you set up your heroes, and in the second video that I'm going to be making, I'm going to be going more in depth about the heroes themselves and what heroes attack what and who attacks who, and along with the ascension. So there's going to be a part 2 for this video, and as always, I hope you enjoyed and I hope this helps you some way or somehow, and thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon.